All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bakersfield Gentlemen special Tuesday edition of our show for our Drew Estate virtual live event. You guys can call the shop and take advantage of all the virtual deals we will have going on today. We're going to be joined in just a second by Kara and Pedro from Drew Estates, and then we're going to talk to you guys about all the stuff that we have for you guys today to purchase from Drew Estates and all the fun stuff that you guys are going to get when you guys buy a certain amount of cigars. So, we have a starting video?
We have a starting video. It's the starting video for the week, but guys, we have so much more to show you. Oh my God, I love this thing. You have no idea how much I love this. Guys, be sure to share, stick with us, because you're going to want to get a hold of these things before we run out. We'll be right back with you with our special guest right after the intro video, guys. Stay with us.
You guys, we are live. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
Thank you guys for joining us. You guys see we have Pedro and Kara here. For those of you that's new to the show, I'm going to go ahead and give Kara a second to introduce herself, and then we'll move on to Pedro. So, Kara?
Hey, everybody. Oh, hold on. Am I echoing?
No, really.
Okay, just checking. So, yeah, I've been here a couple times, guys. Thanks for having us again. I believe Pedro might have been here one other time. But, yeah, if you don't know me, my name is Kara. I work for Drew Estate Cigars, and I basically am the territory manager for the West Coast. So if it touches the ocean and a little bit of the inland, I am your gal. Yes. So we're excited to be here with you guys today to do the release of the new Undercrown 10. We got Mr. Pedro here, all the fun stuff.
Pedro,
yes, man, we are doing great. We are so glad to be with you guys today. Thank you so very much for the invitation and the support that you guys have for Drew Estate, and not just for Drew Estate, the industry as a whole. I see you guys in the video, amazing video, how you guys featuring all those great cigars that comes from Honduras, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the people that are watching us on Facebook. Angelica Perez, thank you so very much for being with us. We got other people that are tuning with us. So right now we are doing this virtual Drew Estate event with cigars and more. We got the gentlemen's, how do you guys call the group? Oh, the Bakersfield gentlemen's. Is that how you guys call it, the one?
That works for me. Yeah, that's exactly what we're called.
Sometimes my Tony Montana accent doesn't help me, buddy.
But no worries. Honestly, we've been called so many weird names. It doesn't even matter at this point. I'm glad to have you on. That's all that matters right now.
But how do you pronounce the name?
Oh, it's the Bakersfield Gentleman. It's just happens to be the
Gentleman.
Yeah, it happens to be the town we're in right now. It's a loose definition of gentleman. It might be a little bit of a lie, but it is what it is. I don't think anyone judges too much.
I agree.
I love it, man.
Loose definition. Bakersfield, Pedro, just so you know, I don't know if you've been up there, but Bakersfield is like in the middle of California.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's desert. It's hot. It's hot. And it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's
wow.
hot.
Well, the good thing is that this guy have the goodies that everybody is looking for.
Yes.
We absolutely, like right now, Bakersfield might be hot, but we've got even hotter stuff in store right now. I mean, this is, oh my goodness.
Look at that segue.
You have no idea how much I love this swag for this event right here, and how much I'm loving this cigar. The UC10 is just perfect. It's honestly one of my favorites that I've had in quite a while. I don't even know how to. I don't want to keep smoking them because no one else is going to get a chance to have any. It's just going to be me. But I wouldn't be sad about that either. You look at this. Look how beautiful that is.
Yes.
I can't even show everything off at once because there's so much goodness to go along with it all.
So many good things.
Yeah. In fact, guys, if you get a 4-pack of cigars right now, you get this guy, this beautiful stand. This is a terrible idea. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to hold that right there. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah. Check out the stand. Check out that beautiful cutter, that perfect cutter. Don't worry about cutting too much of your cigar because it's going to stop you right then and there. It's wonderful stuff. You guys have outdone yourselves over at Drew Estate. This is a wonderful, wonderful pack for a wonderful cigar.
Yeah, this mini mega, when we received it in the last week or whatnot, I was so impressed about the weight. You know what I mean? It's not really made. There's some weight to it. It's beautiful. They blow my mind every time they show us what they're bringing to the events, the swag, the goodies. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, you outdone yourselves again. So, and with the Undercrown 10, they really, really did not hold back.
On the perfect Jafeta cutter right there. Yep. Now, Pedro, you showed off the flask a second ago. We kind of passed over that, but I got to ask.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Let me open this thing right here. This stuff is so
here,
hot.
Pedro. Here, Pedro. Let me help you.
Like this.
I'll be your Vanna, Pedro.
We got flags for days.
So, like my man
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do them all. You know.
Now this one, man, that's what I call we are all decked out. Undercrown 10 is making a lot of noise in the street. Check this out: bottle opener, a challenge coin, right? 2 at once. We also have my man. He will show it to you guys, but we have the beautiful. Look at this thing. Look at the detail, man. You know the devil's in the detail. So guess what? This knife right here is so dang nice. And I'm very sure that the knifey people up there, they're gonna die to get one of this. We also have this one right here. Look at this. No, we are going bananas with the swag. And to make it beautiful, we got this, the Undercrown 1020, which is the cigar that my man is smoking right there. So what is your take when it comes to that cigar? How can you describe that cigar, especially people that are watching us and they haven't had the opportunity to smoke the Undercrown 10, or most importantly, the Undercrown 1020?
Oh, the 20. This is my first experience with it, so I've just lit up. Wonderful. We have some in shop for you guys to get a hold of them as well. And my one piece of advice is you need to try it for yourself. You got to get a hold of this. It is so much flavor right off the bat. Beautiful amount of smoke, easy draw, wonderful, wonderful notes right now. There's this beautiful cinnamon spice to it that I'm loving. It is such, I want to get more into it. First.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the cinnamon spice there. It's not an overpowering spice. You're going to get some sweet molasses in there, definitely some nice wood notes in there, and that deep, earthy notes that I really enjoy from a cigar.
That's what I'm talking about. The name itself, that says it all right there. One thing about the Undercrown 10, which really separates the Undercrown 10 from all the Undercrown family that we got in our portfolio, is that the blend on that cigar is one of the most special one that we have ever created. So think about this, man. Cigar comes and goes every year. Many different cigar brands. But the Undercrown has been in the game for 10 years. So for us, we have to celebrate and do something special with the Undercrown. We came out with the Undercrown 10, where we are using San Andres Mexican wrapper that comes from high priming. And then we are using the Connecticut River Valley broadleaf as a binder. And right in the filler, we are using extremely well-aged, really super rich tobacco from Nicaragua. So you got a medium to full body cigar. It's one of the strongest expression from the Undercrown family. And let me tell you something. If you are looking for a cigar that will kill your appetite when it comes to a premium cigar, you got to smoke the Undercrown 10 because it is available all over. But right now, right here, we got Cigars and More. They got all the swag. They got the Undercrown 20 in all the faces when it comes to the Undercrown 10.
It is. It absolutely. I love how you described that too. It will cure your appetite for a premium cigar. 100. It's going to hit that mark every time. Anthony checking in from England. I just want to hit it. I'm sorry I'm not reading your guys' comments as much. It is a lot in here. I just looked over Drew Estate for life, of course. Everyone said hello to Pedro and Kara, top to bottom. Pedro for president. I agree. We can wait for next election. It's okay.
Now, I do have a question for Pedro. When you explain to someone what top priming means, what do you tell them?
That's a great question, brother. So the thing is this: when it comes to raw materials, tobacco that are sun-grown, and a good example in this case, Nicaragua or Mexico, you got what is high priming, which are the leaves that are in the top. Those leaves eventually, after the fermentation process, will become what you guys have heard, and what a lot of people that love full body cigar, those raw material are going to become ligeros. The leaves that comes from the middle part of the plant, those what we call and we classify them in Nicaragua as avisos. And then the ones in the bottom, we call them in Nicaragua secos. Now, in other countries like Dominican Republic and Cuba, there is another bottom of the bottom that they call them volado. But in Nicaragua, we got 3 different classifications. Ligeros, those leaves are very thick. They have that fatness, that juicy taste of the tobacco. You got also the spiciness, the pepperness, the flavor characteristic of what full body cigar is going to be. It will be provided by the ligero tobacco leaf. Now, the viso, those are the ones that provide the flavor, a lot of flavor, a lot of complexity, and then you got the seco right in the filler that really balance it out because it's not that strong. It brings down the strength of the ligero, and in some cases, visos that comes from Esteli that are the strongest one in Nicaragua bring down the strength down. That's what the seco does, balance things out, because if you cannot make a cigar straight out of ligero, it will be unsmokable. It won't burn because you are talking about thick tobacco leaf. But when you got a blend that is well balanced out, then you got a combustion, then you got an aroma, then you got a flavor, then you got that extremely unique complexity. And that's what really defines cigar A to cigar B to cigar C. It is the complexity, because anybody can make a strong cigar. But what about the complexity? The complexity start off from the moment that you light that cigar up to the moment that you are smoking that cigar down, and then you start to experience all different type of flavors in your palate. There are some people up there that they can pick 100 different flavors. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Me, I can tell you that I can find some complexity, but I will know for sure when the cigar is good, especially when the cigar takes you on a very nice roller coaster. And that's what the Undercrown thing is all about.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it has a wonderful aroma to the smoke as well. I don't know if we touched on that yet, but sometimes when you get a cigar, you can tell what kind of cigar you smoke. If someone's smoking an acid, they're smoking an acid just by the way you walk in the room. You can smell it. This has a really unique aroma that I really, really like. Sometimes you get some that aren't as great as you would hope for, but this one right now, filling the room where Miguel and I are at, it is fantastic.
Absolutely, man. That's what we call hot Mexican chocolate. Just like that.
100%.
Would you like to add something else, Kara, to the Undercrown 10?
Yeah, no, I was just agreeing with everything you were saying. It's for me, I'm smoking the Corona, and if you're familiar with our Undercrown line, the UC10 Corona is actually, I want to say, an inch shorter than the regular Corona, which I was surprised, because even though I read it and I didn't realize it until I opened the box. I was like, oh, this is a little bit shorter of a Corona. So this one definitely packs a little bit more of that spiciness, but not like a overbearing, like peppery spicy or anything. I liked, I think Miguel said cinnamon type of spice, But as you were saying that, I was, taking a couple of draws and I got that chocolatiness to it, And like you said, Pedro, these bloggers with the refined palates, I praise them, because once in a while I'll catch something here and there, I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about, So yeah, the Undercrown 10 Willie has outdone himself. The design team, the marketing team, the graphics. I mean, when you see the box, when you see the swag, I mean, they've really outdone themselves with this. I mean, this year is such a huge celebration for Drew Estate for many reasons. So yeah, I'm so excited that we're bringing this to market. And you guys have to excuse me because when I'm on StreamYard with these guys, I always think my camera's like over here, and I'm always
I was just doing
out.
that, yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird. But anyways,
But the
I
question
love
is
it.
this, and probably that's the question that a lot of people are asking themselves, how they can get these goodies from you guys. What is the phone number? Because
Yeah.
based
So
on my records, this phone number is 661-861-116. Is that right?
That is absolutely right, guys. Feel free to call. Frankie will pick up. Trina will pick up. I'll pick up if I'm not needed on camera. Whatever you got to do. If you want to come in, we are open until 8 o'clock tonight. Excuse me. So stop on in during the event. We'd love to see you. But I would like to go into those flavor profiles real quick. If we can talk about that for a second. You know, as many times as we name different stuff, it's really the cigar that does it. Because there are great cigars out there that, you know, I can't really depict what's different in between certain spots of it. But then there are amazing cigars that you absolutely can, because they just kind of wake up the entire palate. And this is what this is. It's the difference between great and phenomenal. And I would say this is phenomenal right here.
Wow, man. Thank you so very much, man. That's a beautiful compliment right there. And as you said, man, when it comes to cigars, you know, there is a lot of things that you can think of when it comes to how to dress that cigar. I mean, the packaging, the Undercrown 10, God help us, is a beautiful packaging, you know. But the cigar is the rock star, like Joy, my main Joy, our wizard right here at Drew Estate said. All deck out the box, the cigar itself, you know. But when it comes to the different flavor, my friend, it is based in the raw materials that you use. At Drew Estate, at La Gran Fábrica Drew Estate, our number one concern is the quality tobacco that we can get and we can find, and the amount of tobacco that we can buy. Because first thing first, Drew Estate doesn't grow tobacco. All the tobacco that we use, which is the top of the line, are from different tobacco suppliers. Tobacco that we buy from different countries, like obviously Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Brazil, Ecuador, Indonesia, Cameroon, a lot of different tobacco regions right here in the United States, places like Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Louisiana, Kentucky. So at the end of the day, you have not just vertical cigar blend styles, you got horizontal blend style. That means that you bring seco from a different country, a ligero that comes from a different country, the grapper that could come from a different region. Within the region, you got different tobacco farms, you got different tobacco seed. At any given point, we got hundreds of different tobaccos that we use as black tobaccos
Nice, nice. So
to make premium
it's
cigars.
so many options. It's almost like writing a song. You have all those notes. It's just the time to put them in that right order. That just sounds wonderful. I would love. Gosh, I want to see how you guys do it. I want to be there in person one of these days.
that's a great
It is beautiful,
comparison.
man.
It's like writing a song. I love that. Do you write songs, Miguel?
All the time. They're not good. I mean, I'm singing in the shower. You know, and nobody needs to hear that. So yeah, no, all the time. No, I
Come
don't.
on, Miguel. You have to have, you know, your talent of writing song, I guess.
Hey, don't
The
sell yourself
closest-
short.
The
But
closest I come to anything musical is karaoke, and no one needs to suffer through that. No one wants to.
Well, maybe Frank. Maybe Frank is the one.
Oh no. I know my strengths. That is definitely not one of them. But I do have a question for you, Pedro. When you came out with this one right here, the 20, what?
Oh, the 20. That's right. That's
What
the
was
new
your
one.
inspiration behind this? The shape, the size, the packaging. That it's a 2-pack. What went into this one?
Well, you know, I will tell you like this, man. I don't want to take all the credits because when it comes to Drew Estate, we are a big family, you know. Everybody perform in different levels and everybody brings something very unique to the table. In 2018, I had the opportunity to be and became the Undercrown ambassador. Besides being the factory ambassador of Drew Estate, so they gave me a brand to represent. And at that time, they also gave me a cigar to bring with me to my events. Back in that time, if you guys remember with the event that we did last year, which was the Undercrown Manifesto,
Yep.
beautiful, two ultra beautiful Lancero, 11 by 38, you know. Well, I was using this from 2018 to 2020. Then 2021, we were working hard to bring a lot of stuff to celebrate the Undercrown. From what was the Undercrown Maduro, then the Undercrown Shade, the Undercrown Sungrown, all the beautiful collaboration that we have done in the past. So 2021 wouldn't be for an amazing brand. So we came out with the Undercrown 10. We also came out with the Undercrown 10 Factory Edition, which that one is coming. And they gave me the opportunity to bring the Undercrown 1020. The Undercrown 1020 is the size of the cigar, the vitola of the cigar is what we call Belicoso, 6 by 52. That cigar size and vitola is not available in the regular Undercrown 10, only in this one right here. So when they were planning to make a cigar for my events, they asked me about the name. I came out with different names and stuff like that. But one of our senior brand manager at Drew Estate, his name's Andy, said, "Hey, bro, we're thinking about 20." I was like, "Man, how do you guys come out with that word?" Because 20 is a slang that is used all over Nicaragua. It's a land that everybody knows what 20 is, but for the people that don't know, 20 represent greatness, 20 represent goodness. So if some people ask you guys how you guys are doing, we are doing 20. How's the Undercrown 10 is doing? Undercrown 10 is tasting 20. How Drew Estate is gonna kill it in 2021? Drew Estate is gonna kill it extremely 20. So one thing that's 20, what 20 is, man. So if you ever had the opportunity to go to my country, which is Nicaragua, and go to my hometown, which is Esteli, so the moment that you say, "Oh wow, this is so 20," everybody will look at you, man. Where do you learn that? So well, this is the new word to your vocabulary. So 20 come to stay. And I'm so happy and so grateful to have a cigar to share with everybody, especially people that come to my cigar events, people that come to this virtual event that support you guys, and then we can share something from Drew State Factory. Everybody will be happy. You guys are gonna be happy. Moving boxes, we're gonna be happy because we're sharing something special from Drew State Factory. And the person that's gonna get this one is gonna be extremely happy. And the beautiful thing about this, it brings two cigars, one
Yes.
for you and one for your wife or your cigar buddy. Because when it comes to cigars brings a lot of people together. And why not smoking a special cigar, you and your best friend,
Or
I
one
love
for
that. Yeah.
you and one for you later.
Right.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm thinking. One for me now, one for me later. But hey, everybody's
Get your
different.
own, buddy. Get your own, buddy.
I like the sharing aspect. That's a good thing. Bring the community together. That's what it's all
Oh,
about.
get out of here.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
So
You know what?
we've got a question here. I'm going to go over it really quick for you guys. So everybody wants to know what the deals are. So you guys, if you buy 4 cigars, you guys are going to get this awesome cigar rest right here. Looks just like the big ashtrays.
Love it.
If you guys buy 10 cigars, you guys are going to get the Undercrown Maduro. You're going to get Acid 20, and you're going to get the knife right there. If you guys buy a box, you're going to get an Undercrown 10 Toro. You're going to get a Herrera Esteli Norteño Toro, Hoya de Nicaragua Connecticut Toro, as well as the toolkit, which is this guy right here, which inside has the cutter, the flask, the coin, and the flag. Plus, the first 14 people that get a box are also going to get one of these boxes of 20s. And if you get 2 or more boxes, you're going to get all of the above.
How do you say it?
Oh, and the Chevette, yes, sorry.
The other challenge coins. So you're going to get 2 challenge coins if you do your purchases. So this is exclusive. The 20 and that little guy is exclusive to the Pedro events, whether it's virtual or in store coming in the future, because we're slowly getting back on the road. Yeah.
Yes. And then if you buy multiple boxes, you're going to get all of the above, plus the Sun-Grown Dogma, and you're going to get that sling bag that Tara is showing off right there. Those things are awesome.
And Everything that you get fits in this bag beautifully. There's
really does.
It's like a perfect scale. I love it. I love it.
And
And
I do want to say,
you also get the sun-grown dogma with that bad boy. Oh,
these are really nice. I like the coloring. I like the design to it. I like that you guys have the logo right there in the front. It stands out. I mean, most travel cases you see are generic, black case. This stands out. This is absolutely beautiful. I like this guy. I like this a lot.
100%.
Yeah, it's a 10 count too. So it's not the little 5 count or whatnot. It's a little bit thicker, so you can double on your open it. Ooh,
I needed a 10 count because 5 just doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I go somewhere, I need at least 2 to 3 cigars for myself. I want to share with some buddies. 5 is barely touching it. And 10 is where it's at. I needed a 10 count. It had to happen.
And for the first few customers that do their purchase with the Bakersfield and with Cigars and More in Bakersfield, you get your opportunity to purchase Liga Privada, the 10th year anniversary, which, as many of you know, I'm sure you know, we launched it back in 2018 for the 10th anniversary of Liga Privada. The tobacco is so limited. We haven't been able to have enough of it to put it fully into market with our accounts, but the virtual events, in-store events coming up, you'll be able to get these bad boys. So call them.
Call them now. The hot phone number is 661-861-1116.
Perfect. Yep. I'll put that back on screen too one more time, just so everyone can see it. If I can find the comment that I put, come on now. There we are.
But in the meantime, let's bring Frank, and maybe we got a lot of people watching us. Can you guys tell us about Cigar and More and how the store came to be? It's a beautiful shop over there in California. So can you share a little bit with us, especially the people that are watching us right now?
Absolutely, guys. So for those who don't know, yes, Cigars and More Bakersfield is in Bakersfield, California, right here on Rosedale HWY. It's been around we're going on 14 years, excuse me. And they kind of just adopted us about 6 years ago, allowing us to do the show here, helping us out, learning about cigars, meeting Kara and all the other great reps that help this industry.
Someone had to pick up the little puppies off the corner.
Yes, a little pup. Yes, we were just sitting out there in the cold, and they let us in. And if it wasn't for Cigars, if it wasn't for Trina, there would be no Bakersfield Gentleman Show. This would not be happening. Right? I would not know any of the stuff that I know about the cigar industry. Wouldn't have the same love I have for the community. And that's why you got to support your local brick and mortars. Because you find that information, you find that camaraderie, you find new cigars and great stuff like this at your brick and mortars.
Yeah, it is also the oldest cigar lounge here in Bakersfield at the moment. It has the largest humidor in the county, as well as the most selection in the county. We're the only Drew Diplomat store in the area, so anytime you guys need anything from Drew Estate, come on over and we'll take care of you guys.
You have all the goods, definitely. And you really, really can't, let Trina in the background try to get away from not her. I'm going to give her some shine right now because Trina is the magic behind it all. She's there slaving away, dealing with all this riffraff up there in Bakersfield. So definitely. Trust me, she's dealing with the riff up there in Bakersfield. So
that is nice, man.
Needs anything from Drew Estates, you guys just give us a call or come on in. We've got flying pigs, which I know a lot of people have been looking for.
Oh, you still have some? Nice, yeah.
We still have a few, so if you guys need some, we have them in the 9 and the 52, as well as the Maduro, Sun-Grown, and the Shade. So no matter which one you need, I think we have it.
Actually, I don't know if you guys kept up with us during the March thing we were doing. It's called Cigar 64. It's a tournament of 64 cigars. All cigars that are on the list are available here at Cigars and More. And the Liga T52 actually won the entire thing.
Whoa!
So that was a lot of fun because it was my choice to win from the beginning. Like T52 going on there because we went through everything with the audience, a bunch of different cigars. I could have easily doubled that list.
Oh yeah,
and done a bigger tournament.
Wow!
But the T52 well deserved.
Well, you know what? I first of all, thank you so very much. That's a beautiful thing for me and Kara to know, and of course, I just want to give all my respect to all the cigar manufacturers. They got amazing brands. But your audience, they are the ultimate boss when it comes to what they like and what they want to support and what they want to buy. But one thing for sure is this, man. When it comes to Liga Privada T52, it was a lot of things in the making. Obviously, we never imagined how big Liga Privada will become from the Liga number 9 to the Liga Privada T52. All the Serie Únicos, we got right here the Liga Privada Aniversario. We also have the Liga Privada H99. But Liga as a whole is a beautiful, beautiful cigar brand where we have been committed 100%, 110%, 120% to the blend.
120%.
Right. To,
Wow.
to the blend, Of course, there is a lot of great cigars like Brian Lewis say, Ashton, yes, Melanio V, Padron 26, yes. Man, great, great cigars, Arturo Fuentes, and a lot of cigar brands I don't want to leave behind. You know what I'm talking about, especially the guys that they are fan to all those different cigar brands. But for us, we never imagined that we wouldn't get this far. Back in the days, I don't know if Miguel and Frankie knows this. Back in the days, Drew Estate was well known to be the flavor cigar company. Then when assets start to move and really a lot of they start to bring a lot of people, a lot of new cigar smokers to this beautiful hobby, they say, oh well, the infused cigar company. Then when we unleash the beast, Liga Privada, then that's when they say, man, that's a traditional cigar company. But one thing for sure, we make cigar for everybody up there. If you like mild to medium, we got you. Medium body, we got you. Medium to full, we got you. Full body, we got you. Infused cigar, we got you. Non-traditional cigar, we got you. We got different cigars when it comes to different price points because your wallet ultimately will define what you're gonna smoke. So we try to have a cigar for everybody because everybody deserves a cigar to smoke. So we are very happy with all the support. 25 years, bro. Can you believe that? 25 years, and this year in Texas, we are going to celebrate it super huge. We got this event September 25th. That's the DE25, the standoff Drew Estate 25 years anniversary. So we got this big event coming up. We got great surprises, amazing rare cigars that we're gonna give to the people that are attending to the event. The event, believe it or not, 2,500 people. I don't know what other company can pull or have pulled out an event like that, but that's an event that we want to celebrate it with you guys because we will never made it this far without your support, without you believing in Drew Estate.
Now, are there tickets still available for people that want to be able to go to that event?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell Dan Cara, please?
Yes, there's definitely available still. So if anybody's watching and you don't have a ticket and you want information, you can either message me, message the guys. I'm on Facebook, obviously, Instagram. I can send you the link. I can send you the info. But definitely, I keep telling people if you can make it, do it. Many of you know a few weeks ago we did our freestyle live event, which that's when we announced what the 10 was. We announced the DE25 celebration of 5 years. And we had everybody there. It was a huge to do show. It was great. And just because I was literally here in my kitchen in California cooking dinner, watching the show and the announcement and the celebration of what's to come. And I was just sitting there like, this is fucking huge. Like this is amazing. And if you know Drew Estate and if you love Drew, not like holding back with this event. There's going to be retailers there. There's going to be consumers there. So definitely, if you can get down to Dallas, Texas, get your butts there. Honestly, you're not going to want to miss it. Every single person coming is going to get an amazing swag package. Plus, like Pedro was saying, you get a box of exclusive, limited, unreleased cigars from Drew Estate for attending. So, and if you know Drew Estate, if you know anything about Drew Estate, we certainly know how to throw a pate. So
that's right. Yes, we're gonna have amazing food, lots of food, great food,
definitely
great booze. This is what I call the Woodstock, the Woodstock Festival
the
in the cigar industry.
I love it. Does that mean there's gonna be naked people running around giving birth on the field? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You know,
What kind of
Drew say
entertainment
anything
you're
can
bringing
happen.
here, that's, I
No,
don't know
no
about
pregnant people allowed. No pregnant people allowed.
that. But because
That's
those
funny,
children
man.
will be under 21 for sure at that point, so they're
Right? Yeah.
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 So
But yes,
when
you can message me on any of my social medias. If you have my email, I think it's on my Instagram. You can email me. I'll send you the info, the link. Message the guys. I'll get the info to them. Definitely look into it. If you can do it, let's do it. Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you guys came out with this all decked out packaging and banding for this cigar, it's a double band plus a foot band plus that strip of ribbon on top.
That was awesome.
Right.
Whose idea was that? Because I mean, it is as it says, all decked out, and that little ribbon, for whatever reason, it just puts it over the top with presentation. It's absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely, man. You know, when it comes to our marketing department has been led by Jonathan Drew, the co-founder of Drew Stay, the mastermind behind this amazing company. Plus, we got amazing talent working in the marketing department. So, one thing about our marketing department is that everybody that works there, including myself, we are all cigar smokers. We try to figure it out how cigar smokers are there could embrace the brand. And when it comes to all the rhythm, the triple band, because that cigar have three bands,
Yeah.
one in the foot and a double band right there. One said gracias, which means thank you. Another one tells you a beautiful story about how Undercrown came to be. The Undercrown, you know, was a cigar that was born in the factory floor at La Gran Fábrica de Estate 10 years ago. So to come out with something that will stand out, because you got the shade, you got the sun grown, you got the regular Undercrown Maduro. Well, a lot of people said the attraction comes through your eyes. If that thing is so dang good, then eventually you're gonna love it. The Underground 10, you're gonna love that cigar so dang good because the cigars speak 1,000 of words. It's not just the packaging, which is very beautiful, you know. It is the cigar itself. So we are so excited because you know one thing for sure when we are doing events, Cara can tell you better. To have a story to tell, a product to present, you know, and a beautiful cigar to share is what really creates people experience, you know. And the Underground 10 is going to be a cigar that is going to create endless moments. And it's a cigar that we got available right now at Cigars and More. And we just can't wait not just to share the cigar, also giving you guys a beautiful swag, you know. Besides that, we also represent a beautiful company which is very close to my heart. That one is Joya de Nicaragua. They make amazing cigars like the Antaño 1970, Antaño Dark Rojo, Antaño City, Joya Red, Joya Black, Joya Silver, Cavinera, 4-5, número uno, 5 décadas. Now you start to see how I roll my R's, huh?
Yeah. I'm taking notes. Don't worry, I'm taking notes.
But one thing that I can tell you is that Joya de Nicaragua is the oldest cigar factory from Nicaragua. We have been representing them since 2007. Joya de Nicaragua have won so many awards last year. And for us, you know, it's a beautiful thing to represent something, not just that it is good because they make amazing cigars, but also something that you truly believe. Every cigar that you give away, every cigar that you suggest, you know for sure that that person is going to have a good time. And that's what Joya de Nicaragua is all about. And we are so pumped up to tell them that we represent Joya de Nicaragua exclusively in the United States, even though the Joya de Nicaragua, you can find Joya de Nicaragua in every single country worldwide.
Nice.
It is impressive. It is a very well-known cigar brand in the cigar world.
That no, absolutely, 100% true. And like you said, I love that. It's a cigar you can give to somebody, and you know that the word right there, experience. You're gonna have a wonderful experience with it, and that's what I look for in every cigar. I want to have a great experience. I want to have that hour to myself or with whoever I'm smoking with, to just enjoy and relax. Forget about all the other problems, whatever happened in the world for 2020. We all went crazy for a little bit. All that just falls to the wayside when you have a really great cigar in your hand. That's what I have right now.
That's right. And now for the people that, because everything is coming back to normal, I just want to let everybody know nice and clear that we got 3 barn smoker that are going to happen 2021. We got the Florida barn smoker. We got the Connecticut barn smoker. We got the Kentucky barn smoker. One of them is happening in October. Another one is happening in November. And another one is happening in August. So you can find the ticket at barnsmoker.com. You can bring yourself, you can bring your friends, you can bring 10 people if you want. It's a 2 days event because back in the days we used to do 1 day event where we have 800 people from different walks of life, different cities, different states coming to the event. But because of we are still taking measurement because of COVID-19, so we are dividing 800 people around the tobacco farm, 400 people on Saturday, 400 people on Sunday. We are providing the food, the booze, the cigars, beautiful tobacco presentation. You're gonna meet the family that grows the tobacco that we buy from Connecticut, especially that tobacco that is exclusively being used for Liga Privada. The family that grows the tobacco in Kentucky for the Kentucky Barn Smoker, Papi Van Wilco, in Florida for Florida Sunground. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be a beautiful day, and you cannot miss this one. Because if you were bitching why you didn't go nowhere in 2020, well, 2021, we got good news for you to be up there and see what it's like to spend a day in a tobacco farm and see the ins and outs that takes place in that tobacco farm, especially if you happen to love Liga Privada or Florida Sungrown or Kentucky Fire Cure cigars. It's gonna be a beautiful trip, and we can't wait to see you guys up there.
That's awesome. And I have not had a chance to go to a barn smoker yet. I cannot wait to get to. And from my understanding, though, each event is its own special event. They each have their own unique aspects to them, which obviously you should go to all 3. I mean, I'm just going to say that right now. Get to all of them, August, October, and what was the other one? The other month was
November.
November. So you got plenty of time to get to all of them. There's some time in between, so you can get to all. But if you could recommend one, which would be your first choice?
Well, my first my first barn smoker that I went, it was the Kentucky barn smoker.
Me too.
That was Jonathan's idea. I remember that we were in this meeting and he said, hey, I would like to throw this event in a tobacco farm. A lot of people look at Jonathan like he was crazy and losing his mind. Who will go to the middle of nowhere in Kentucky? Well, the place nowadays, this place is called Hankinsville. Well, we were so grown. Jonathan was right. The first barn smoker, we got 300 people that show up to the event. People drove miles to get there. The second year, I went to the Kentucky barn smoker, and I had a great time. We have like 600 people. The following year, 800. So, I mean, it all depends. I will say location. If you are in the East Coast, the Northeast, obviously Connecticut, is one of the biggest. If you are in the middle part of the country, you got Kentucky right there. If you are in the southeast, Florida. But for the people that they think that we haven't give you no love, where we are bringing you D25 to Texas, right there in Dallas. So you can fly from LA, from San Francisco, from Seattle, from all over the West Coast.
You can fly to Bakersfield.
Yeah, you
Non-stop flight. And then from there, you are 30 minutes away to the event. So at the end of the day, when it comes to Drew State, we like to bring the party all over the country, But hopefully, this year is going to be great. Last year it was very tough, and I send my heart to everybody up there that went through really rough time financially and emotionally, But, there is always a better tomorrow. And we are bringing you great events. And the only thing that you got to do, you show up, be there, because we are going to be there. Cara is going to be there. I hope that you guys, Miguel and Frankie, are going to be there too. Everybody at the Cigars and More. You can buy the tickets by individually, or you can buy the whole table, which is the best. You can pick which of your friends are coming with you.
Nice.
Definitely. I'll kind of piggyback on what Pedro said because my first barn smoker and only barn smoker at this point, I've been with Drew Estate going on 6 years now, was the Kentucky barn smoker. And I also had a choice. They gave me a choice. Which one do you want to go to? And I said, I want to go to the Kentucky barn smoker because I want to see how we fire cure this tobacco. And that's one of the really cool aspects of our barn smokers, because as many, we do our cigars as well, where you can go to Nicaragua with us. But if you can't get internationally, Nicaragua for a trip or whatnot, these barn smokers are a weekend trip. You fly in Thursday night, just depending on where you're coming from, Thursday, Friday, you get in, you have dinner, you do the pre-party, and then you do the barn smoker on Saturday. Sunday, you leave, you do breakfast on Sunday, maybe. But yeah, just to go to Kentucky, to the tobacco farm that we work with and see everything, it was mind-blowing, and you learn so much. You learn so much about the process that we do in order to fire cure the tobacco, and you even get to be a part of it a little bit. So they have the different I forget what kind of different woods they use, but you get to take some of the smoldering wood and put it on the pile, because the tobacco is literally hanging in the barns, and the wood is in the barn smoldering and smoking, and it's just absorbing all the smoke. And something I learned, I had an event last week with Jonathan. He said every season or every month, or I forget what, but they lose a barn to the process of the fire cure. So that was kind of interesting. So, but the Kentucky fire cured cigar is something that you're either going to love or you're going to hate, because it's very sweet, mesquite, very peaty, just kind of depending on, what you're into. If you like to sit around a campfire, you'll most definitely enjoy it. But the original Kentucky fire cured is such a powerhouse, So then, we have the Kentucky fire cured Candela, and then we have it's called the thing, and then we have the sweet. And I will say, even being an employee of Drew Estate for 6 years almost, when we launched the Kentucky fire cured sweet, I was thinking to myself, what the heck are we thinking? A fire cured sweet cigar, what is that even about? And I'll tell you what, I lit it up, and I was sitting in Wisconsin, California, and I couldn't believe it. I was so impressed, because if you've smoked the Kentucky fire cured, the original, the smokiness, the mesquiteness, it can be very prominent, very strong, very like in your face. But with the sweet cigar, and especially with the Candela cigar, it's all kind of subdued a little bit. Like, it's there. And with the sweetness, the smokiness was in the front of the tobacco. And then as you got into it, it kind of just went into the background, and you got to enjoy actual tobacco. But, that essence of the smokiness and the sweetness was here, but it wasn't like right here. So I always encourage people, just try it, just give it a go. It's not everybody's cup of tea at all, but, we definitely, I think we knocked it out of the park with all of those, definitely. But yeah, any of the barn smokers, like I said, it's a weekend trip. You're not a week out of work or whatnot. If you take one day off of work, whatnot, there's tickets still available. So get there. Yeah.
100%. I definitely get what you said. Either you like it or you don't. Like, I love it. That's one of my favorite cigars. You're not the biggest fan. That's that difference in palates right there. I love that cigar. And I have to agree. Across the board, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I would like to say that we have sold out of Undercrown 10 Robustos.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
People are moving quick over there, huh?
Yeah. You better call.
And we still have the corner guards here, you guys. So if you guys want any of those, make sure you call fast, because, we just sold the last of the Robustos.
Well, that is amazing. Well, let me tell you something. When it comes to the Undercrown, if you ended up buying only 4, well, you're going to regret yourself what not buying a box.
Yeah.
I think
okay?
I agree.
Now, you guys don't forget, the next 13 people that do buy a box, you guys will get the 20, and you'll get that little Chevetta coin. So that's the only way to get those, you guys. Only way to get those.
That's right. Well, if anybody right here in the comment section have any question, we would love to take your question. I got Kara right here with me. The guys at the Cigars and More, any question about Joya, Nicaragua, Drew Estate, or any question when it comes to cigars. You know, a lot of people are always debate which one is the best drink to pair the cigar with. What do you think, Frankie? Or maybe you, Miguel? What do you guys think?
Honestly, I'm not a super expensive alcohol drinker, but one of my favorite things to drink, especially with the Liga 9, because that's actually my favorite in the Flying Pig size, is Jack Daniel's Sinatra. I absolutely love that stuff. I had the first shot of Sinatra at one of Vegas a few years back, fell in love with it, found that it's at Bevmo, and I make sure to keep a bottle of that stuff. Anytime I have a Liga 9, I'm usually drinking that on the rocks. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
My man, what about you, Miguel?
I can already tell for this right now, I would go with a tequila. There's a very specific one in my mind. It's called Dami Mas, and it's very sweet. It's actually, you can't even tell that it's a tequila half the time. It's finished in a sherry cask barrel. It is absolutely wonderful. You get a hold of that, pair it with this, I think you're going to really enjoy it.
It's a great choice.
Very nice. So, hold on, Cara. Then it comes to you. Jeffrey Cordova, he said, how do we buy a box? I'm down to buy one. So can you answer my man right there? There you go. You gotta call the number 661-861-1116.
Yes.
That's right. So what about you, Cara? What do you like to pair your cigar with?
Well, you really can't ask me this question because I get asked it a lot when I'm out there on the road in the lounges with people, and I'm a tequila drinker through and through, hands down, over and over, no stopping me. That's it. So every cigar pairs very well with some tequila out there, even a mezcal, hands down. So
hands down.
Now, then as a follow-up question, then, do you like that sharp, peppery bite of a silver tequila, or you like something a little bit more rounded out, with the reposado or añejo?
No, I'm definitely an añejo type, just like Miguel was saying. There's so many great tequilas out there that are aged in different, whiskey barrels, wine barrels, whatnot, and it adds such a different sweetness, a different flavor palette to the tequila. I love exploring different unique añejos, double añejos, all that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely do have the reposados and the blancos that I do drink, that I do enjoy, I should say. But hands down, but some of them I will say, they, some of these different ones aged in different like wine barrels or the cherry cask, whatnot, they do get a little bit on the sweeter side. So there are times where, you can only have like a glass or two of it because it's a little too sweet sometimes. So you just got to find the ones that you enjoy. But definitely anything in Viejo, I will most likely enjoy it. And it'll go great with the cigar that's in my hand. Yeah, definitely.
That is awesome. Well, to me,
we know.
If I'm gonna have a social drink, okay, I'm gonna go like this. Boom.
Exactly.
A nice lager beer, boom, having social drink. But if I'm gonna have a good time, I can go with rum, whiskey, bourbon, anything that can get me drunk. And I got my man Chico Ray. The other day he came right here to Miami. We were hanging out in the house.
Get me drunk.
We were killing bottles of rum left and right, and and it was awesome. We had a great time. Now I do have in Cara. You're probably gonna like this one. I have a cousin right here in Miami. And sometimes when we hang out, we start off with beers, and then he say, "Hey, let's do some margaritas," and then after that, let's do some tequilas. And when he said, "Let's do some tequilas," I do know. Right at that point, that's when everything started to go downhill.
It's getting a little gray. It's getting a little hazy out there. Yeah.
Then the following day, you just cannot remember if you were smoking or drinking, but for sure you were drinking because of the hangover, But it's all good, A lot of people have different ways of pairing cigars, especially after a long week or maybe after a long day, or maybe when you are celebrating a good time with your family, maybe you're fishing, A lot of people, we got Ali that said Lagu Volume 16 and cigars. Then Lee Carr, Don Julio, 1942 tequila. Oh, there's a lot of tequila drinkers right here.
I'm loving the feed right now because I'm watching it too, and everybody's about the tequila. I love it.
As you should be. It's wonderful. I always hear people. Everyone says that, tequila, I can't drink that. It's bad experience. You just got to avoid that Jose Cuervo If you get away from that, you go into some other real tequilas, not that mixed.
Yeah.
You got 100% pure de agave. Oh my goodness.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, honestly, that's kind of my story. Like way back in the day when I started drinking tequila, we were up in Venice Beach. We were, having lunch or whatnot, and some friends ordered a pitcher of margaritas. And at that point, just like you said, Frankie, I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I heard about this tequila. You're gonna either fist fight or start crying at some point. Like there's no in between. Like, and so it has that stigma to it where everybody's just afraid to try it because of the reaction they might have or whatnot or may have had. But yeah, once you start to really enjoy spirits and different liqueurs and you get into more aged stuff, and with tequila there's definitely so many options
right.
and beautiful different collections. So
And you know what? For the people that are not alcoholic as we are,
I know.
I like to pair. I like to pair the cigar with coffee. I like coffee with cream and lots of sugar. I mean, the other day I went to this little coffee shop and I said, "Hey, can I put some coffee on my sugar because I put a lot of sugar in my coffee?" But other people like Coca-Cola, other people like tea, other people just
I
like
was gonna say
plain water.
unsweet black tea might be good with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that. I can see that.
Something like that, we all know that we are alcoholic, but other people, they haven't been drinking for years, which is a good thing.
one thing one thing I do want to on actually just real quick, because I know we're kind of getting around and out to the, but because we're talking about spirits or whatnot, but when it comes to food, so what you eat, what you have eaten for dinner, or what you eat for a day can highly affect the way you receive a cigar when you start to smoke it. So I always tell people, like when I used to work at a lounge, guys would come in and, I recommend cigars and I would ask them, wait, did you just come from dinner? What did you eat? Because, if you're eating lamb or something with like a unique flavor to it, you might not want to smoke certain cigars because it's going to change the palate of the cigar. So I always tell people, if you're smoking a cigar and you don't like it, and you went out to a fancy dinner or hired, like whatever, you might have had sushi or you might have had, who knows what. And the cigar just didn't hit right, but you've been hearing from everybody that cigar is amazing. That's okay. Go back to it another time. Give it another try. Try it again and again, because what you eat definitely changes the palate of what you're smoking from time to time. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we would like to thank everybody, especially Frankie and Miguel, for having us. Everybody at Cigars and More, thank you so very much for having the opportunity to do this virtual event with you guys, and everybody that we got the opportunity to entertain today on Facebook. We would like to thank you guys, everybody that has been with us: Diana, Lance, Chico Ray, my man Sammy, Lee Carr, Ali, everybody, Brianna, all of them. Well, everybody that just came to the show, plays a little comment. It was awesome. It was great to see you guys, man. All the support and everybody up there. That Undercrown 10 is hitting the store. Cigars and More has that cigar. They also have the swag. So the only thing that you gotta do, call them up. The phone number is 661-861-1116. They are located in Bakersfield, California. There you go. I got it right. So they got a beautiful lounge, a great selection of cigar. They got the Liga Privada Aniversario. So I don't know how they are selling those cigars. We are sending them 2 boxes, but if you are a lucky cigar buyer, you can get a little love from them. So we have all the swag from Drew Estate, all the cigar from Joya, Nicaragua. My name is Pedro Gomez. Thank you so very much. I'm looking forward to see you guys at the Barn Smoker and at the E25.
Perfect. That wraps it up right
And
there.
Carol.
Perfect.
Yes. Pedro is also my spokesperson, so I have nothing. No, so thanks, you guys, thanks again for hosting us. You guys are obviously huge supporters. The only pet store up in that region. So we obviously appreciate you guys and everything you continuously do for us. I can't wait to do another one. I love all your people that chime in and get us the questions. But definitely, if you guys want to go to DE25 Barn Smokers, you can go to the Drew Estate webpage. You'll find the information there, or you can hit me up. I'll send you the info, all that stuff. Yeah.
Awesome, fantastic. You guys want to keep the sale going, so if you guys want to call after the show, please do so, and we will hook you up with all this fantastic swag that they have sent us. We thank everybody that's already called and placed their orders. Stuff's going fast, guys. Stuff's going fast.
All right,
everybody. Enjoy your day and stay smoky.
All right, you have a good one. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.